สวัสดีครับผมพอพัทรพลศิลปาจารย์ครับผมมีงานอยู่2แบบด้วยกันนะครับก็คืองานบันเทิงกับไม่บันเทิงฮะบันเทิงก็คืออย่างเช่นการเล่นละครเป็นนักแสดงพิธีกรดีเจนักร้องพิธีกรอีเวนต์อ่านสปอตโฆษณาส่วนงานไม่บันเทิงก็คือบริษัทที่หุ้นกับเพื่อนๆอย่างเช่นบริษัทยานะครับที่เราถือหุ้นอยู่นะครับหรือว่าสถานีโทรทัศน์ดาวเทียมที่เราถือหุ้นอยู่ถามว่าได้เงินเยอะไหมมันได้แต่ว่ามันแลกมาด้วยเวลาแล้วก็สุขภาพแล้วก็ความเครียดที่มันไม่สามารถที่จะเอาคืนกลับมาได้เมื่อมี financial freedom แล้วเนี่ยเหมือนคุณทำงานบ้านเรื่องเงินเสร็จแล้วคุณไม่ต้องมายุ่งกับมันอีกเลยที่เหลือจากนั้นคือใช้ชีวิตตลอดไป
Good afternoon. How are you guys? My name is Paul. My full name is Patrapol Silpajarn, but let's stick to Paul, okay? Let me say that it is an honor for me to be here, and this is going to be my first time ever doing this in English. So I must apologize in advance, but I'll try my best, okay? But I guarantee that this 30 minutes will change your life forever. Now first let me tell you a little bit about myself. I was born in a small town called Phuket. Anyone knows Phuket? Okay, a tourist spot. And I lived there until 15, and I went to the US as a foreign exchange student. And then I came back to Thailand and got my bachelor's degree in international business. And then I also got my MBA from Chulalongkorn University with Sasin Business School of Management, which is the #1 MBA in Thailand. Thank you. Since I was little, I had a very clear goal. My goal was to retire young, because I always thought that there was much more to life than just work, going to the office, something like traveling the world and being with yourself and giving back to others. So around at the age of 20, I started working, and it was my first time that I had to pay tax. So I had to see a financial planner because I wanted to ask, how to plan my tax. And we had like about an hour meeting. So towards the end of the conversation of the meeting, he asked me a few questions. And the first question was, he asked me, Paul, when do you plan to retire? And I said, 45 would be nice. And I thought that would be the end. And he asked a few more questions, which were quite overwhelming actually. He asked actually many questions. For example, how many children do you plan to have? I replied, 2. And how many wives would you like to have? I replied, 1. And I still reply, 1. Okay, will your kids study abroad or in Thailand? Will they play golf? Will they play piano? What kind of healthcare would you like? What kind of travel would you want to, basically what kind of life I want to lead? And he asked me one more question, which is probably the most shocking question ever. He asked me, and when do you plan to die? Okay. So I thought, actually I never thought about that, but 80? So he looked down at his computer, he punched in the numbers, and he looked up and looked at me and he said, well, with that lifestyle you just told me, if you want to retire at 45 and die at 80, you would need about 300 million baht, which is equivalent to 10 million US dollars. And I almost fell out of my chair. What? I thought a million would be okay, but seriously, 10 million US dollars? But actually that's it, that's the end of the meeting. So at that time, I had a goal, a number in my mind. It was 10 million US dollars. So I started to work and actually find anything that would make a lot of money. Almost anything besides, dealing drugs. So I have 2 types of work. The boring one and the more boring one. Which one would you want to hear first? Let's start with the boring one, okay? I have to use this thing. Okay. Now, the boring one is entertainment. At the age of, actually around 19, it's like a law of attraction, because I wanted to make a lot of money, right? Remember? So, what kind of job would make a lot of money at a very young age without a degree? And then entertainment or show business found me. So, in the business, there's a technical term called a triple threat. You know what that means? A triple threat is a person who can do 3 or more things at the same time. Like for example, Larry King, he's a DJ, TV host, and actor. I'm also a triple threat. I'm an actor, I'm a TV host, I'm a singer, I'm a DJ, I'm a VJ, I'm a model. Because I wanted to make a lot of money, so I had to work a lot, right? I must tell you this, I didn't get into the business because I enjoyed acting. Everyone knows this, right? The equation X equals Y. Who's heard of this? May I see the hands, please? X equals Y. Well, I must confess that I like the Y, I don't like the X, okay? I have 0 gift, 0 talent. 10 years is all hard work and practice. Okay, so let's take a look at the boring version, okay? This is acting. Oops, sorry, I think I turned it off. Okay, oh, right here. Oh, again, sorry. Okay, acting. The boring version, okay? Again, I must tell you that I enjoy the Y and not the X, okay? It's a Saturday afternoon, so well, we can have fun and meaningful meeting at the same time, right? Okay, acting of course makes a lot of money, but my life was pretty horrible actually. I would have to get up at 5 in the morning and arrive at the set 7 o'clock and finish shooting around 10 p.m. Of course, when you're a leading role, you're in every scene. I would arrive home around midnight, and that's not done yet. I have to remove my makeup and read a script for the next day. So basically, I was having 3 to 5 hours of sleep every day. And I was doing this for 10 years. I made a lot of money, but zero time. I mean zero time. Now, I'm also a TV host. TV host makes, of course, a lot of money also. But you know what makes more money than a TV host? An event MC. Do you guys have that here too, right? I could make 10,000 US dollars in one day. I could do 3 events, one maybe in the morning from 10 to noon, and 2 to 4, a press conference, and a 5 to 9. That's one day. So back then, time was money. And actually, health was money also. Anything that I could, make money, I would trade everything for it. So, but remember my goal? My goal was to save what? 10 million US dollars, but I wasn't saving enough. So I knew that I had to expand myself. I had to have my own business. So when I was 25, I opened my first company, and it's a TV production company. Because I had the knowledge, I had the connection, and I could be the host. Save cost. All in one. So I was producing 3 TV shows. Per show, we could generate roughly 1 to 2 million US dollars per year. Per show. So I was making more money now, right? So, but still, it wasn't fast enough to earn 10 million US dollars before age of 45, right? So, what do you think I did? Expanded. I had to get my hands into a larger business, and that was wellness, pharmaceutical. And my friends and I, about 3 years ago, formed a company called CAPP Group Thailand, or CAP Group Thailand. And let me show you our products real quick. These are our blockbuster drugs. Number 1, here, Capra. Capra, well, in short, it's basically like Viagra. It's just safe and natural, so it's a big hit. And this is Cool Cap. It reduces fever naturally. We do everything all natural products. So our first year sales was about 3 to 4 million US dollars also. And that's our billboard at MBK, if you've been to Bangkok. That's our PR news. Okay. So how's my life so far? Pretty good? Not bad, huh? And you're wondering, what the heck am I doing here, right? Okay, let me explain. Like all of you, 3.5 years ago, I got a phone call from actually a good friend of mine, okay? I was driving actually, and on the phone, Kun Bell said, well, Paul, I'm looking forward to diversify my business. But I have to tell you this, Kun Bell is a billionaire in Thailand, okay? He owns one of the largest paint companies in Thailand. Revenue per year is over 1 billion baht per year. Not small, it's huge. So, as I was driving, okay, well, let's talk. So I went to see him at his house. So he explained that it was about wellness. So I thought, excellent choice, because it's the next big thing. And how are you going to market it? Well, through network marketing. Come again? Network marketing. I'm sorry? Yes, network marketing. So there was a complete silence for about 30 seconds. In my mind, I was saying this, a billionaire gone mad. Seriously? I was in total shock because I'm not sure about you guys, but me personally, I wasn't very fond of network marketing. Now, how many of you are like me? Okay. Feel free to raise your hands. Short story. When I was young, when I was 10 years old, my grades weren't so good, so my mom has to find me a few tutors. And one of them was my English tutor, okay? So as he was teaching me one day, he asked me, well, I need to see your mom. So I thought, he's gonna complain about me with my mom, to my mom. So okay, so I scheduled an appointment. 10 years old, okay, 10 years old. So when he went to my house, he met my mom, and he asked my mom to go into the bathroom. Yes, the bathroom. I thought, why would they meet in the bathroom? But anyway, 10 years old, so I followed. I wanted to hear what they were saying. And this is the image that I'll never forget forever. I saw my tutor, my teacher, he was cleaning basically my bathroom. And he was in network marketing. With another company starts with an A. And the end is a Y. Do you know what that is? Really? Okay. So, let's say, imagine if you were me, a 10-year-old kid, saw that. Would he want to join network marketing when he grows up? Of course not. So, it was never in my mind. But that's not all, okay? So, when I started my own company, I had a few employees, right? I had this one assistant, a male assistant. He would always come up to me and ask, okay, I think first time he asked, Paul, do you love your mom? Of course, man. Well, if you do, you need a good pure water for your mom. And here is a water purifier. So advanced that it cleans everything. So okay, all right, how much? Just tell me how much and I'll help you, okay? So I helped him out. A few months later, he came up to me and asked, do you love your dad? If you do, you need clean air for your dad. Okay, stop right there. How much? And we gave him the money, and he was very happy. So I always thought that this business is so small. It's for people with little income. And that's not all. Since I'm an actor, I'm pretty famous, so I do a lot of commercials. I would do commercials for banks, real estate companies, and one of the brands, of course, is a network marketing company for 3 years. So I met a few of the leaders. So I thought I knew what it was all about. It was about selling products and demonstrating products and little income for housewives, and you have to be pretty persistent to be able to achieve this. And that's why I thought Bell was gone crazy. But when I listened to him 20 more minutes, that 20 minutes changed my life forever. At the end, he asked, frankly, Paul, if this project can help you retire within 3 to 5 years, and you can have money, time, and health at the same time, 100% happiness, would you like to join us? I said, of course, man. So, since then, I started to check out more information. A lot of people often ask me, do you believe Bell since day one? I said, yes, 100%. I just wasn't sure if Bell was lied to. So I had to do my own investigation, my own due diligence, if you will. I've joined this business for 3.5 years, but you cannot count year one because it's all investigation. But you don't need to take that long anymore, okay? I can save you that time. So when I first went to Unicity Thailand headquarters and Uni Power functions like these, I met Thai elite, the best of the best in every industry. Top employee who is making more than 35,000 US dollars per month. A Wharton graduate. And business owners with sales per year over 1 billion baht. And there's not just one, many of them. Top-notch doctors like Maton. And there are many of them. And I kept asking myself, there must be something that they know and I don't. So I had to look more and more and more. And then I started